Well, between the whistles, I'm your host Joe Chap, and today we'll be talking about Michigan football. And Michigan football is almost back. We're less than a month away, pretty much. Well, maybe a little bit more than a month. I'm trying to rush it, but we're getting there. So Michigan football is going to have a great year, and one of the reasons that I am so confident that they will go back to the playoff is because of JJ McCarthy. And I think JJ McCarthy is going to be a big key for Michigan this year. Because when you look at this Big Ten, we know Ohio State is going to be good. We know Ohio State's going to be good. Well, it depends on the quarterback, but they always replace quarterbacks and they always get better for some reason, but whatever. I really think the team that could really challenge Michigan is Penn State. And I think that if JJ McCarthy is allowed to open up the offense a little more to showcase his arm talent, I think that could help Michigan propel themselves over the top. I'm so confident that JJ McCarthy is one of the best quarterbacks in a long time for Michigan. Like I look at JJ McCarthy and I see a guy who is just a calm leader. What he did last year with obviously the drama between Cade McNamara and him, and he kind of took it and he didn't make it about himself. He made it about the team, and I like that. And the kid's good at what he does. He's a good football player, and he's just a smart football player when he throws the ball. And I like what he does. Obviously he has a run game to help him out, and that's major. That's one of the things that is going to be very key for him is that run game that he's going to have. So when you look at Michigan, like there's a lot of things that they're replacing. There's going to be no Schoonmaker. There's some wide receivers that have left the program. There's going to be new wide receivers. It's ultimately going to revolve around JJ McCarthy, and if JJ McCarthy can make the throws that he can make, this team will be really, really good. Because I'm confident that JJ McCarthy is one of those guys that he's gonna be one of those guys in the NFL draft pretty soon because his arm talent is really, really good, and just the way he throws the ball, there's a lot of times where he makes mistakes, and that's fine because you're gonna make mistakes as a quarterback. You just are. Sometimes you throw it into a spot that you thought you could get it through, but it didn't get through. I respect that he makes those throws more than I don't respect the player that just kind of he holds onto the ball and makes the safe throw. I'd rather you be aggressive because being aggressive as a thrower is very good for your team because ultimately there's gonna be a time when you're aggressive and you hit one for 70 yards. You hit one for 60 yards because you were aggressive. I think they overanalyze aggressiveness. Like you look at Stafford, right? He's an aggressive thrower. Patrick Mahomes is an aggressive thrower. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, some of the best quarterbacks are aggressive throwers. So with JJ McCarthy and the run game that he has, he can afford to be aggressive with the throws because ultimately his run game is going to help him propel his pass game. And when you look at JJ McCarthy, he throws a great ball, and I'm excited to see what Michigan does this year because when you look at Michigan, I mean their schedule is pretty damn easy, and they could definitely run the table up until Ohio State. Obviously, you're gonna have the games like Michigan State. You're gonna have the games like Penn State that are gonna be a little bit tricky because they always are, and never know with those teams. But all in all, I think they're gonna be very, very well in that game. So it all comes down to JJ McCarthy. Can he whistle the ball? And is Jim Harbaugh going to take the reins off of him and give him full control to quarterback an offense that could lead Michigan to a national championship? Because if you look around college football, Georgia's putting in a new quarterback. Alabama's putting in a new quarterback. Ohio State's putting in a new quarterback. USC, we don't know what their defense is going to be, so that doesn't matter. Like, who is going to take this next step up? And if it was any time for Michigan to take this next step up, they got the quarterback. They're one of the few teams that has a quarterback and a defense. So when I look at Michigan, this is a total national championship contender because of the quarterback, because of the run game, because of the defense. They can be legit. And obviously, there's going to be a big piece missing to the Michigan program. Jake Moody, you can't really replace a kicker like that. They don't come around often. Just look in the NFL draft. Kickers like that don't come around often where they get picked in the third round of the NFL draft. So replacing Jake Moody is going to suck, but if you could just get a little bit of consistency, you'll be good, and Michigan will definitely be the contender for the national championship. I want to let you know below that you can subscribe below. You're going to get Michigan content all year long through the football season. So subscribe below, and we'll keep you entertained throughout the year. I'm Joe Chap, and we will see you on the next video.